is up, y'all? Due to some IRL situations, I've had to start the stream a little bit late, but you are tuned into Ninjas in Paris versus True Love Potion. You can see Remedy going down here. It is on Haunted Forest. I wrote Haunted Mansion. Got the Charger Jockey still alive for TLP. Aaron is going to manage to recommit with the car. I don't know if he's going to be able to get the kill, though. He does just turn forward smacker 2. And down goes the tank. Sorry, it's taking me a second to get back into this. It's very early in the morning for me. I didn't wake up the easiest, but we are here ready to go. It's going to be able to pick up Remedy. Ninjas in Paris is a team that I've been casting for a long time.
Well, you should have stayed with Jacob.
Keep it up. Come on.
Not really a long time in the scheme of Left 4 Dead 2, but as far as my casting, a lot of cast log for the ninjas here. They are going to be JX, Dior, Remedy, and Tiesto. As the Team True Love Potion goes in for a hit and dies off. For them, we've got Aaron, Happy Face, Never, and Guodi Kong. They are, of course, representing China. Chun Cup here with a lot of Chinese participants, but an international presence as well, as you can tell with the Ninjas in Paris roster being ready to play. Of course, this is not Haunted Mansion, this is Haunted Forest. And if you're just tuning in now, you basically haven't missed anything but the tank. Another hit goes in, trying to send a 3-1. Can't quite even get in there. There will be a double boom on the back, but that's going to be it. I will say, I've been using a new config to play with, and it looks like it got carried over into this match, so you may see different colors for the SIs, for instance. Reloading. Things like that. So I do apologize for that. As you can see, red means that the SIs have not spawned in yet. When they turn to that blue color, they have spawned in. So as you can see, the hunt spit attempted by TLP. Jockey will connect on the coach and still drag him through that spit. Nicely executed by TLP.
Ammo here.
Post-tank, the ninjas had about 50-55% of their bonus left. So they've done a decent job at hanging on to bonus, but I will say chapter 1 of Haunted Forest here, it is difficult to get the bonus hit down. So this hasn't been a horrible job by True Love Potion either. We're going to have a chance at, should be one more hit. Welcome in, Salty Potato. Team Ninja indeed. I know we got a lot of Ninja fans around here.
Like zombies aren't bad enough. Now we have ghosts.
As for True Love Potion, I do recognize Guodi Kong, I believe from Fearless. Not sure how many people are familiar with that team, but there are some recognizable faces on there as well. It's going to be a quad, ready for TLP as they drop down into this very dark, dank, musty area. We will just go with the first person cam. Otherwise, it's going to be so dark. But also, look, we got the jockey circling the drain right now. We can watch the jockey cam here as he is going to be trying to catch out one survivor on the back line. He walks away, immediately turns back, just trying to bait the jockey out. It still lands, jockey in the charge. Everything else gets cleared up by 1, 2, 3. Not quite 3. They will be able to clear that charge and finish up the chapter. But honestly, well done by TLP, yeah, it wasn't a full quad, but they still got some good damage in there.
Alright, this party
And
is over.
since the cast kind of started midway through of Chapter 1, don't have a great replay for y'all, but you can watch back this last hit one more time as Aaron manages to get onto the head of, I believe, Tiesto. Chain that into a nice charge. Flipping over to True Love Potions, attempted this hit, or rather, attempted a Survivor side. Oh, wow, I'm honestly shocked that this hit went so well. Ninjas took so long to hit, but look at the jockey carrying all the way away back into the safe room. Oh my god. Happy Face goes down to 51 HP on the back of that hit. Kind of a bizarre hit. I think True Love Potion might need to get used to high pings here. As you can see, orange and red pings, 2 and 2 across the board in this match. And I can't help but feel like TLP had all the time in the world to react to that. Just not quite landing it. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in, Leo Funny and crew. You're tuned into the Ninjas in Paris, going up against True Love Potion. Tank will be coming in shortly in the hands of Remedy. You did miss the Ninjas Survivor side. Some of you will definitely be familiar with the Ninjas in Paris crew.
Reloading.
I'll try this shotgun.
Welcome in ever since. Good to see ya. And we'll see how this tank plays out. Kind of a concerning first hit onto True Love Potion. They've been knocked down about 20% here with the tank coming in. Very true, Akali.
Guitar here.
It is kind of an awkward tank to run up. As you can see, Remedy already going second pass by the time he's walking it up. Got the Smoker Hunter Charger for the hit. 2 members of TLP gonna take the truck. At least for now. We do have the Smoker help pull down. Also, just help pull an SI or a Survivor closer for the tank hit. There it is, the pull down. No, gonna get cleared. 1 member still drops down. Coach still up there. Chasing down Nicholas. We got the hit coming in. Smoke into charge. No, charge waits for it. I like it. Why? What's the reason to firing off all of your... Oh my goodness, he gets an insane charge with it too. Very well saved by the charge. Gets a few smackdowns with that. Rock will unfortunately miss. Smack will miss as well. And the tank does fall flat there at the end, but still going to be some good damage onto TLP. Around about equal percentages as far as bonus goes after they pop those pills. Ninjas in Paris faring about the same, around about 55%. Post-tank. I did like the SI support, but unfortunately, just wide open area. Check to play around. Not much they could do. 2-2, ready to go. Hunter jockey. Hunter off by the side. Trying to go ninja mode. And he won't be able to land that. Jockey will in the meantime, but going to be able to get the clear and move away before the spit lands. And TLP will be looking good for the most part. Yes. Thank you, Salty Potato. This is indeed. It's, I want to say it's a full Australian lineup for Ninjas, but honestly, I could be wrong with that. I think there might be a Southeast Asian member in there or 2. Also, maybe possibly a North American. It seems like a kind of varied, one of our more varied rosters for sure, but mostly Australia.
Reloading.
Reload.
Leo Funny asks, shouldn't Australia and China play on about green ping? yeah, I don't really know what happened here as far as the pings. It's a Japanese server. But regardless, we've got a quad ready to go for the ninjas. They've got about half the bonus left to tear through. 2 going in from behind. Got a long way to connect there. It's going to be a long charge as well, but the charge actually lands it. Unfortunately, taking the smoker, jockey hopping around. Now the jockey takes the smoker. Still be decent damage. Falling short of the quad, sure, but 12%-ish.
Reloading.
Tiesto is Vietnamese. Thank you very much.
Reloading. Reloading.
Hey, Nick.
Reloading.
Splash fight?
Don't you dare.
So you gotta hand it to True Love Potion. You know, I follow not just, you know, English-speaking regions, but also the international scene. I would say TLP got to be the underdogs here, but they're doing a great job at going toe-to-toe with the ninjas so far. It looked like the Charger's attempting some kind of ghost hop over. Now we'll try it again, and he will land it that time. Colliding with the wall as well. Hunter can't quite get in there, but Spit will. Down goes Row. TLP not quite done yet.
Reload.
Thanks.
As they pick him up, they will officially lose the chapter, but keeping it neck and neck.
Reloading.
Luck as they can avoid heartbreak at this drop down.
Look.
We're about to see what that final hit is going to be. Another quad for the ninjas here. This quad worked pretty damn well for TLP, drop down area.
Weapons over here.
Reloading.
Back in the water.
Man, Nick, you picked a bad day to wear your white suit.
Reloading.
Oh.
This is not going well.
We wait. Just a moment of anticipation. They all 4 drop down into the lower sewer. We've got an SI trying to get in there, trying to get the drop in. Hunter will be lasered down. Nothing major, just a smoke pull at the tail end.
Hey, we got a safe room right ahead.
And pretty straightforward 75-point advantage for Ninjas in Paris. Pretty neck and neck chapter. Watching a take back from Remedy, it was a great attempt here. My favorite part had to be when you see that charge running in. He's already in, thinking about pressing that button, but he holds it and he still gets the catch in there with 1 smackdown. Make it 2.
Everybody up the ladder.
Kicking off chapter 2 here, we don't have any spit.
Up here.
It is kind of an awkward affair here. But it doesn't look like TLP is necessarily challenging this super hard. They're actually all on top. Got 3 capping SIs. Ready to sit in at the same time. Smoke pull into the charge. Yeah, they'll take 2 with some smoker scratches as well. Kind of an interesting engage out of TLP, but they make it work. Some scratches in there for the boom as well. Double boom. It's worth 11%. Definitely not the most that we've seen in that area, but they make it work without a spit to boot. 3-1. TLP does not want that kind of canopy hit. They are just going to hold after the tunnel area. Hunter backline. Two shoddy, two SMG here for the ninjas.
Reloading.
They're like, where is the hit? And there it is, sending it overhead. Looking back and forth as they do land the try. Oh my goodness, in the spit as well. And Remedy is getting carried away. Remedy had no idea where to look. Everything jumping over at the same time. Charge, jock. Neither targets that can just be cleanly one-shot skeeted. Hunter lands in the spit as well in the meantime on the back line, targeting those SMGs. Really strong hit out of TLP. Sending it again and again, right there in the wide open. Just a hunt boom. I don't know. I mean, I guess it makes sense. They don't want to hit on the run back, so they're just going to cash it in now. Wadi Kong going to be the second tank for TLP. Unlike Chapter 1, he's got quite the boost here with this tank. Oh, you got the survivor side at 62.8%. Jackie Boom Hunt got another boom ready to go. But they want some chip. Are the ninjas not going to take it back further? I expected them to take it all the way back into the church. Okay, they're locked in. Oh, the triple boom. Ghost hopping through. Missing the first smack though, but look at all the comments in here. Gets one. Following it up with a double. And the corner, down he goes. This could so easily be the wipe for TLP. And indeed, it's looking that way as the Hunter rips away at Remedy. Remedy's down. Final smack. And JX getting carried away to his death. Gonna be simple as that. No need to watch that take back, although it was quite spectacular. Let's go and watch this hit. First hit of the chapter for TLP. They made it look quite solid without the spit setup. Honestly, I would have liked even more to have that triple cap that happened right after that. This is not a bad hit either. And I mean, this was lock and key for TLP. Ninjas did not have an opening at any point in this match. They got hit for like 20%, then they got hit for like 20%, and then they got tank wipe. So the Ninjas is going to need a pretty big hit here on their SI side. Otherwise, TLP could be running over them on Chapter 2. Again, 3-1 with Boom. Smoker, Hunter, Charger. Coach is just walking it in, and he does not pay the price for that. Beautifully done by TLP. All the SIs getting shut down one by one, and they take 1%. Wow, TLP. Coach chasing down that smoke to start off the engagement.
Hey, watch out! Reloading!
And they're going to have a Putu to follow up. So, really ineffective hit into a Putu, into pretty much a tank. They're going to try to make it work. Hey, Ellis does get caught out, but team has vision line through the pipeline, and they will be able to prevent most of that.
Reloading!
Okay, folks. This is definitely TLP's tank to lose here. Strong 3+1, eyeing them down before the tank comes in. Last chance hit for the ninjas. Jockey Hunter Charger Spitter. Wow, landing the double. Okay, nice bailout there. Smackdown's in the spit.
Machine gun. Look out! Sounds like a smoker.
I like this by TLP. I think this is like the normal strategy. Ninja's taking it really far up compared to what could have been. TLP is going to choose not to set up at the tunnel. They're just going to walk it all the way back. Wow, like really walking it back. Alright, they are going to post up here for a bit. 1,500 points of chip. Dropping it down into the safe room. TLP wants full caution here. Just a very long tunnel for him to get in. Trying to zigzag it. I'm not a fan of that. It just makes it longer to get from point A to point B. True Rochelle tries to block. I think that was a double smack though, all the same. Charge misses. Tank is dead. And that is that. TLP with 65% of the bonus left. I don't know how y'all feel about the zigzag. Maybe we've got some physicists in the chat that can lay out for me exactly why we go for the zigzag. I mean, they say it themselves. It's 8 feet tall, 32 feet wide. I mean, how are you going to miss it anyways? So I kind of like just holding W instead of zigzagging. But again, maybe there's some physicists that can fill me in on why that is the case. But regardless, 828 bonus still in the hands of TLP as they head around the corner. Into the hit. Hunt spit will be good. Boom hop through. Finds one. Welcome in, War Turtle. Always a pleasure to have you in here. You tuned into an early morning, at least for me. Ying Chun Cup, the Welcoming Spring Cup. The Chinese team of True Love Potion. Doing quite well against ninjas. The ninjas in Paris, that is. The Australian squad. Australia and Southeast Asia. It was looking pretty ninjas favored on Chapter 1. And look at this smackdown. Wait, Charge is patient, but he does not get the payoff. And that hit was looking like it could have been a hell of a lot more, but it does fall flat.
Reloading. Okay.
65-ish percentage of the way through Chapter 2.
Reloading.
TLP continues stomping through. Okay, hey, they're not bulletproof, but they are pretty damn bulletproof. The quad is going to be attempted here by ninjas, but I mean, the jockey landed. It was a sick moment. Maybe get a carry around the house, but TLP, 2 on top of it. Going to shut that down. Into the quad we go. Got a set of pills. Hunter in. Jockey as well. Tries to find Ellis. Oh, they we almost do it, but the charger, not quite. It will be the tri-cap. Sure, some great damage as well. But this is going to be TLP with a pretty massive lock-in. Got a 2-2 here for the ninjas. Of course, they're not done yet. They're 95% of the way done. Spit is ready. Can be a solid place to hit. That's a boom. It's the charge. Hey, it's the spit.
Reloading.
Spit manages to survive on 27 HP. Let's see if he can find a little bit more value. Wow, never goes down. To pick up with 245 bonus left, they will be able to walk it up and lock it in. Solid recovery from the ninjas. We'll see how far down they're going to be. Wow, he still gets it. Touch goes down. And we still gotta be careful here. Ellis on 1 HP. Boom. Not gonna matter. It actually stumbles a hunter, but it doesn't matter too much. I'm just gonna try to buy time. But Rochelle holds it, and they will get the lock in. 16-16 to 11-67. Point difference of 449. Very crazy tank. True Love Potion. Nice 1,800 points of chip. They basically just finish off the tank down here in this tunnel. You get that nice double smack. Thank you, Rochelle. Okay. For those of you unfamiliar, of course, Chapter 3 does have 2 tanks worth 700 points. Definitely is a solid opportunity for ninjas to get those points back. But I gotta say, True Love Potion looks like they have had a great control over Haunted Forest in general. Chapter 2 especially inspiring. 3-1, solid hit, ready for the ninjas. As they set up on top, dropping down. Jockey. Spitter does manage to hold on with 11 HP. I love that cheeky spit. Slows down the survivors. Gives ninjas a chance for one more hit here to get set up before the first tank is brought in by playing the spooky piano solo. I love Apex Twin. The charge does come in. Boom cleared. Hunter cleared. Alright. Respectable by TLP. Not going to try to overcommit for too much tank chip. They've got this hallway where they can stack up for some great chip. And just don't want to get caught out into any shenanigans, even though the hit was down. Jockey Charger Smoker for the ninjas. I can honestly see why they have 2 tanks on this chapter, because it is damn tough to get the value, especially in this wide open space. You see a charge. I mean, he's ready. He's ready. Smoke pull off the sideline, but ready for the clear. Jockey is good as well as the long charge and the smoke. TLP is wiped. What have we just witnessed? What was that? Genuinely, what was that? I'm just talking about how it's literally just a wide open room and there's no way the SIs can do anything, and they give True Love Potion the smack down. That is exactly what Ninjas needed, exactly what they needed. 221 points is all that TLP is going to get. Wow, the triple cap kind of out of nowhere. Like, look back at this charger. He's just like off in outer space. We got a smoke pool being covered by Coach, right? Look at the cover there on the smoke pool. But the jockey finds, I mean, it's not coverage, but he does find the follow-up hit and carries him off. All the SIs are able to follow up there. Really, really, really impressive by Ninjas. And that has got to really take the wind out of TLP sales here. They had so much momentum, such an impressive and decisive Chapter 2 against the Ninjas, which is kind of a standout team. One of the major Australian teams that we've really seen in recent times. Of course, I will say we got the return of Aqualax. They're going to be playing in about 45 minutes on MK stream, MKJ13. So if you are a fan of Australian Left 4 Dead 2, you got a double header here. I guess this evening for you, most likely. But regardless, Ninjas have still got some work to do, right? They were down about 500 points after 2 chapters. They can definitely make this work, but they've got to survive these tanks. At least have to survive the first one. I like this hit out of TLP. It works. It really works. So you get the spit charge with the smoke pool at the tail end. The jockey in there as well, dropping through. It's honestly not a hit that I really see that often. Piano gets played. And the pause. Maybe some discussion happening. Do they want to hit at the run back? How do they want to hit at the run back? If they send at the run back, is that going to make the tank open for a lot of chip? If it is a pause to discuss strategy, that is definitely some of the things running through their minds right now. Hey, War Turtle, very much appreciate the clip. Yeah, in fact, we've got some time here. Don't worry, I'll unpause it once the match actually starts back. And it unfortunately has started back right as I said that, so we won't be able to watch back that tank wipe again. But really an iconic moment for the Ninjas. What can you say? It definitely threw me off guard. I'm like, oh, you know, they smoke into a jockey, cool, but the smoke is already cleared. The jockey doesn't get cleared, and they're just able to make it happen.
Nightstick here.
Smoker Hunter Charger. And unless they can wipe out all 88% of Ninja's bonus remaining, they're going to have a lot of distance locked in on this chapter. Charger does get in, but he just gets a stumble. Smoker dies off. Hunter is dead. Corner onto JX will lead to his down. A miss smack, and that should be the end of Never. He does get in for one more.
Hell, I'm sorry.
I'll give him that.
Ain't used to all this shooting and running around. At least
Hey,
not not the running around.
3/4 of the bonus. Just shy of that remains for the ninjas.
Nightstick here.
This has been a match of bounces here. Flips. Not really so much on Chapter 1, but Chapter 1 was neck and neck, which allowed for a pretty big flip on Chapter 2. Ninjas threatening the same here in Chapter 3. Smoke 4 onto row into the jockey. Trying to make the Poo-2 work, and in fact they do. They very much do. Get the double boom. Carry the jock through the spit. Well done. This is... I mean, yes, there are 2 tanks here on this chapter, but it's also a very close quarters chapter. A lot of places where it is difficult to avoid the damage, but at the same time, TLP makes a Poo-2 work. And close quarters are not. They've got to be pretty pleased with that one. War Turtle asked if the chair is deadly. I was having the same question in my head. Maybe it deals like 25. There's, you know, like a little bit of damage, but not much, I'm assuming. I noticed that. Jockey smoke, forward. And here is our second tank. Ninjas, I was wondering, I was like, truthfully, is there anywhere that they can take this tank other than all the way back? And I think it's a pretty obvious option for the ninjas. You would think, you know, on a 700 distance points chapter, you would think that running it all the way back to the safe room on a 72% tank would not be the move. But in this situation, your mic is lower than usual. Thank you, Dommy. Let me see if I can fix that for y'all. Yes, it appears my microphone is playing games. Alright, we'll try that. Appreciate it. Hunter is going to be able to connect. Jockey charge. Charge in the safe room. Jockey above. Charge. Is it charged? Okay, he's just waiting. He's waiting for the cap. Doesn't want to go in too soon. Still got 1500 HP. Charge will miss, of course. No pressure there, of course, except for the dead. I mean, there's a down survivor. I will give them that much, but they survive.
I'm really hurt. Thanks. Pull yourself together, man. You're falling apart.
We're here on Haunted Forest. My microphone decided to play some spooky tricks on me, but we should be good to go. I'm assuming no news is good news. But in the meantime, 2-2, Hunter Smoker, Boomer Spitter. 40% of the bonus left to tear through as the ninjas makes another fort. They find a set of pills. They pay for it with the Hunt Spit. Coach, right to a smoke. But fortunately, Alice is there on the backup. Double boom over.
What was that thinking coming down here?
530 bonus. The bonus that they're holding on to right now alone, not even factoring in the distance, would be enough to put them back into the lead over TLP. But they've also got so much distance. TLP only getting about 221 as far as distance. So this would put the ninjas in the lead by about 500 points. Unless TLP can find something. They really need it here. The quad. Hey, if you had one hit to make it work with, they all run from different rooms. The jockey laser down. Charge will get in there, but just for a moment. And that should pretty much be that.
Reloading. Safe room.
Not quite. Don't want to get too far ahead of themselves. Good attempt with the smoke. But that will be 478 bonus points locked in. Hello. And they will walk it in. So we had a 500-point swing in favor of TLP on Chapter 2. Now we got a 500-point swing. Really, I mean, if you want to do it like that, like a 1,000-point swing by ninjas, leaving TLP True Love Potion about 500 points in the hole as we head to Chapter 4, the tunnel. You can watch back this tank. This was, I believe, the first tank from TLP on Chapter 3. Smoker Hunter Charger. And I was so shocked that ninjas were able to make that charger work so effectively for them. As you can see for TLP, they try to make that charge work. Unfortunate stumble. But let's be real, it's definitely not all doom and gloom for True Love Potion. It's not ideal, that's for sure. But we have an 800, yes, 800 point distance chapter here for Chapter 4. 1760 total bonus points. And we've got death charge opportunities. We see teams get quadded here like every other time that we cast here on Haunted Forest. So Ninja's definitely not out of the woods yet. But they will be setting the pace. They will be setting the tone. Hunter tries to ricochet through. Can't get in there.
Reloading.
Everyone ready for this shit?
3-1.
Reloading.
No quad opportunities yet. I mean, TLP doesn't need to get too quad crazy, right? It's not like they're down 1,000 points. They are down 500, which is definitely doable with the amount of points available on Chapter 4. They don't need to rush into anything crazy. Start Hail Marying it yet. The Boom Waddle. Bust it down, Boom. Smoke pull forward. Oh, unfortunate, Boom. We'll find one. And look at the charge. Charging all the way through. The smoke is still there. Finally gets cleared. Lonely Charger. Boom dying second there, I believe. Jockey Hunter Charger spin. He does find it into the barrel as well with the spin. The jockey tries to keep him in the barrels. Respect out of Happy Face, and he just gives up when he misses that jockey. Yeah, I don't know if it was a crash or if it was just Happy Face, like, you know what, F it. Okay, they are going to determine that that was a crash. And I guess we're going... Oh my goodness. Nobody told me. We did kind of have a very abrupt start to this match. I was past the IP a little bit late, not to play the blame game, but just letting y'all know I did get past that IP late. But this is the Chun Cup. This is not the Amateur Cup Invitational 2. So let's go ahead and get that fixed on Chapter 4. The welcoming in to spring. It's kind of awkward, but it did happen. Okay, so we got Happy Face back in the server. Okay.
I thought you knew how to use a gun.
Gonna be able to avoid anything to do with that area. Can't quite see who's going to be controlling this tank. Ooh, the boom. Charger directly overhead. Easily avoided by the ninja as well as the spit. Very well done by the ninjas. They continue to just break down True Love Potion in Chapter 4 here. With that 1,000 point swing from Chapter 3. They are definitely feeling themselves once again. Got that extra set of pills. Another 3-1 here for TLP. 3-1, they've been alright. The hits have been alright from TLP. They managed to get rid of a little bit less than 30% of the bonus. But they're in comeback mode. They are in comeback mode. I mean, it's got to happen here soon. We'll watch a hunter cam here on this 3-1. Eventually sends it in, does find it. Charge is not good, but he gets some smacks. It's a good hit. Close to 10%, no spit. But definitely make that work. Triple boom, slow down. Okay. Tank is going to be out here. Row does get split, but of course, they got plenty of vision line there, especially Coach. Wow. Okay, I thought the ninjas were thinking about doing some kind of run back. But they do just take it out here. That would have been shocking to me because this is just a wide open space here. We do have the logs, yes, but they're not down. So yeah, you can see it just deals some damage. Boom! Double smack. Where are we walking there, Ro? Into the corner you go, and down you go as well. It was just awkward. It was just awkward there. JX not quite dying. You're not quite going down, but it's still an awkward situation. Gets past the pills. Doesn't pop him yet. He will go ahead and pop him as Dior goes down as well. Great attempt at the log. Again, just for damage, but still would have been solid. Jockey trying to head through there. Decommit out of Guodi Kong at this point, which I am a huge fan of. Trying to disrupt at least one pickup. Jockey disrupting the other. Nice rock with the log. No, not quite. Not quite. Not quite. Should be able to finish off Guodi Kong here with the remaining two survivors. Yes, they will get the pickups as well. And Ninjas in Paris, they take 8 punches, 2 rocks, and a hittable. But they live to tell the tale. Their bonus, as you can see, has been pretty much drained.
Oh, thanks for that.
They still got a set of pills, though. Got about 200 more points of distance that they can get as well. Charge. Not getting off. Pause. But the spit will be good. Down goes Tiesto. Bonus completely wiped away. But with them, if they make it to safe room here, that's, you know, forcing TLP to need 500 points of bonus, which is a pretty big ask on Chapter 4. I don't think Ninjas have quite done it, but they're pretty close. Solid Chapter 4. Down goes one. Hunter catching, but Dior does not go down.
I do apologize. Come on, let's get
They-
you back up.
I was wondering if they just downed Dior to get a little bit more speed through the tail end. But we got a number of survivors already slow, so it's kind of like an irrelevant point. They're just going to try to make it through. We've got the cemetery right here, right into the boat. So this is pretty much the end times, the end game here. And we've got to hunt smoke, but... was it the quad sack? I was kind of focusing on other matters, but even if this is the quad sack, I mean, okay, I'll let them cook. I'll let them do their thing. It is. Hunter goes in for the scratch. Unfortunately, he goes onto Nick's body after he gets a scratch. Otherwise, the Hunter could have stayed in the mix, tried to follow up on another survivor. Long charge will miss, and they will be able to continue the pickups. Ninjas, I mean, sure, no bonus, no problem. 800 points of distance is looking like what's going to be locked in. Even if they were to get wiped right here, they'd only be losing, 50, 75 points of distance. So they have made it. They have made the distance. Obviously, if TLP doesn't get tank wiped, it'll be a pretty similar situation, but not necessarily. There's a good 200, 250 points of distance still to be gained after that tank. But Ninjas have managed to do it. Tiesto's going to die. JX goes down. They will go back for the pickup, which I respect. No man left behind, except for Ro, who is leaving both of her men behind. And why are we oh my goodness. Remedy, you crazy. I guess he got the points and he was like, you know what? We're done here. 25 points left to go as far as distance for Ninjas. They'll get 775 for the chapter. Not bad. Definitely not bad. But as you can see, TLP needing less than 500 points of bonus. In fact, they only need 482 points of bonus to turn this into a win. So the opportunity is still very much there for TLP. Chapter 4, not the easiest time to be locking in those hundreds of bonus, but it could definitely happen. Absolutely could happen. I thought this was really solid tank play. It was kind of unfortunate positioning from Ninjas there at the beginning. Walking into this double smack. We're going to watch it back one more time because we had a player disconnect. But what was the approach there? I don't understand. I guess she was trying to clear the smoke tongue and maybe just underestimated how close that tank was. But walking into a double smack and then getting hit all the way over behind those rocks. Notice that's going to be able to capitalize on it. But it was just an awkward exchange there for sure. Hell yeah, War Turtle. Glad you're vibing out. Shout out to everybody who's vibing out right now with us. We've got True Love Potion from China, Ninjas in Paris from Australia, as well as Southeast Asia. The Ninjas have managed to get over that 3,000 point mark. 31-18. The Love Potion, or True Love Potion, going to need full distance as well as a little under 500 bonus to make this comeback happen. Yeah, none of the Ninjas from Paris are actually from Paris. Very important to note. Ricochet Hunter comes through, but as you can see, Coach is just set right up on this stair railing. 2.5% on the hit.
Everyone ready for this shit?
3-1. Smoker Charger Hunter Spit. The issue for TLP is just that there are so many solid places to hit for the Ninjas. So many places to hit from multiple angles, jump over. There it is, into the tunnel with the tri-cap. Quick clears, but the spit will be good on both of the cappers, the Hunter and the Charger. And there goes. Not quite 20%, but it's going to be a whole hell of a chunk of damage as they dip below 80%. Now keep in mind, gotta save about 500 of this, so they've got about 900 that they can lose at this point. Just a solid margin. Look at the smoke pool. And I love this. The jockey's so proactive to run through there. The boom stumbled through as well. Wow, what a hit from the Ninjas. That was a poo too, was it not? They made it work incredibly. I love the proactivity by the jockey. Just hopping in there. No, he knows that the target who he jumped right past is getting smoke bowled in the spit. And so he just wants to be able to cover for it. I love that. Proactive cover. The boom stumble comes in as well. Honestly, some immaculate hits out of Ninjas. Just not necessarily textbook play, because these maneuvers aren't necessarily something you'd see in a textbook. But, I mean, it's, oh my god, the double cap with the jockey catching up on top as well. More damage pouring out. TLP is at the point where they've only got about 300 bonus left to work with, maybe about 350. And yeah, Ninjas making the French scenarios work. Making the... I don't know. I mean, it's a poo too. It's not like you never see it, right? But they managed to make the damage come out. Not quite in another poo too, but pretty close. Hunter Smoker this time. The climb up. The climb up. Spit's a little bit late, is it not? And finally, TLP will get a little bit of room to breathe. Just a little bit of room to breathe here. Again, about 250, a little over 250 bonus that they can afford to lose. But they've only got one set of pills left. The smoke pool. Ninjas need to be careful not to get too far ahead of themselves here, right? They don't need any shenanigans at this point. They just need, like, solid hits. They had a Smoker Jockey Charger Spit, but they kind of tossed that away in favor of, you know, sending in the Smoker first, then trying to catch out with the Jockey Charge. You know what I mean? So, I feel like Ninjas have already done so much work here that they could just play super standard and lock it in from here, which is why I would like to see. But we're going to have the tank as Dior. Was the smoke there, but no big deal. Got the logs to play with. Needs to not get too far ahead of themselves. The logs are just for damage. Not going to be in-capping unless they deal enough damage. Jockey Hunter boom. They're just rolling it in. The jockey catch with the corner. That should be enough. Keeping Nick in there. Down he goes. Boom on one. Jockey gets a reconnect in a corner. around the rock. Rose got to help clear, but she's dealing with the tank, and that is going to be more damage. Dior with 30,000 HP left, tanking a rock. Ro not quite going down, but look at how slow she is. Dior is just going to walk right up to her and say hello, and then a rock to the dome as well to finish off Gwodi Kong. What a strong moment. GG's come out, and the ninjas end up deserving that dub. For those of you who's tagged along from the start, we actually didn't start at the beginning of the match. It was a little bit late into the action, but it was neck and neck chapter 1 into a very decisive chapter 2 in favor of True Love Potion. I mean, we're talking very solid chapter 2 for True Love Potion. And I was thinking, like, wow, is this Chinese team that's relatively just not super well known, are they going to make a big splash dethroning ninjas like this? But no, ninjas will be able to lock it back in. Super, super solid chapter 3. Followed into chapter 4, which is honestly a work of art. Let's go and watch back this Poo 2 one more time. This Poo 2 was worth 20% through the tunnel. I love to see it. Look at the jockey hopping through. Boom is already spawned in. Spit's already spawned in. Jockey's just running it. He knows the smoke is already coming out onto Coach. He just needs to hop through, making sure he doesn't get cleared. Boom, stumble as well. And that was the kind of play that we saw time and time again out of the ninjas there in the second half of Haunted Forest. So really well played by ninjas. Congratulations to them. True Love Potion also putting up a great fight as well. Don't get me wrong. True Love Potion, I think that this was a spectacular start to Ying Chun Cup for them. Really strong opponent in the Ninjas in Paris. Maybe not necessarily top 3 as far as making it the full distance. I don't know. You know what I mean. But still, definitely a team to be reckoned with. So I thought this was a strong moment by both teams. Ninjas ultimately getting the dub. That being said, I know most of you are waiting for Aqualax's match at this point. Aqualax is going to be playing off against, I believe, Big Eagle May. But I am receiving word that the match was possibly supposed to be scheduled for tomorrow, not today. So that match, that 8 a.m. match, may not be happening. If it doesn't happen, it looks like I'll cast Fortune versus Love 2000 if that one's still happening, or NPC versus A Crown. I'd be down to do either of those. If anybody in the chat has anybody who you'd rather see, Fortune versus Love 2000 or NPC versus A Crown. I'm not familiar with any of the teams that I just said, any of the 4 teams. Kind of just waiting around at the moment, waiting to get info whether the match is happening today or not for Aqualax. So if y'all are dipping out, I do understand, but there should be more Left 4 Dead 2 action on the horizon. So if you're trying to tune into some more, those matches should be happening in about 15 minutes. So just be sure to stick around. I guess I'll go ahead and bring y'all over to a side screen here, but I don't really have one in mind at the time being, so you may just enjoy the Left 4 Dead 2 hip hop here for a bit.
But the bills already get 50 temporary health points, which is enough for injured players to run at full speed again, so the adrenaline needed something extra. We expanded the actions that could be affected by adrenaline. shortening the time it takes to use health kits, defibrillators, and upgrade packs.
What's up, Salty Potato? Yeah, we're gonna have another match. I'm contacting MK right now to find out some information on Aqualax versus Big Eagle May. That match may actually be happening tomorrow. If that's the case, then I'll cast one of the other matches that are happening in about 10 minutes. So hang tight. We will have more action coming at you in about, probably, I'd say about 20 minutes, probably, because we got 10 minutes until match time. It usually takes teams about 10 minutes after that to be ready to go. So I'd aim for about 20 minutes from now.
As with our efforts to replace the first aid kit, replacing the pain pills item was a challenge. Initial versions of Adrenaline allowed players to run faster and perform certain actions faster, such as reviving other players. But the pills already give 50 temporary health points, which is enough for injured players to run at full speed again, so the Adrenaline needed something extra. We expanded the actions that could be affected by Adrenaline, shortening the time it takes to use health kits, defibrillators, and upgrade packs. To replace the first aid kit, replacing the pain pills item was a challenge. Initial versions of Adrenaline allowed players to run faster and perform certain actions faster, such as reviving other players. But the pills already give 50 temporary health points, which is enough for injured players to run at full speed again, so the Adrenaline needed something extra. We expanded the actions that could be affected by Adrenaline, shortening the time it takes to use health kits, defibrillators, and upgrade packs.
吹一下嘛，吹了吹了。
Alright, let's get into it.
I hear a hunter.
A Crown versus NPC. China versus China. Charge, smoke, hunt, boom. Given a lot of time for the walk forward. Charge will be dodged. No, it will not be dodged. The follow-up smoke. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Hello. Okay. Like I was saying, this is a China vs. China matchup here on Haunted Forest once again. Nice 10%er. Nice charge spit. Boom comes back once again. He gets a double there. Solid hits from NPC. Now this server is a little bit, how shall I say, not extremely cooperative. So unfortunately, spectator tools are a little bit janky. We apologize for that. But happy to bring out the match. All the same, on the squad, still gonna be so. Oh my God, the smoker cover as well, and Alice goes down from that. While I'm talking about spectator tools, making me look like a tool. It is going to be lives. First tank of the match here. A Crown versus NPC.
There's something for you.
Boom sack. Hunter jockey hopping around. I do believe that this is the first time we've seen either of these teams play. I think certainly in Ying Cup, Ying Chun Cup, and also just in general in Left 4 Dead 2. I don't know if y'all recognize anybody. I do recognize C9I. Nice connections once again from NPC. Rock won't land, but the end caps will. Caps, rather. Beautiful smoke pool. We'll eventually get the clear. So, for NPC, we've got Lives, Aqua, C9I, and Chi. Okay, might have to get a new microphone. Eh? Thanks for letting me know, War Turtle. Triple boom on the engage. Nice smacks with the comments. Oh my God, the alley-oop. Jockey trying to hop in as well. Oh my God, NPC. Who are these guys? I'm pretty sure C9I, is that Asari? I could have sworn I've seen that name around involved with teams that you might see Asari on. What a crazy moment that was. I really don't, I'm not sure about who NPC really is, but they are definitely a team that you are going to want to keep your eyes open for. If that hit showed you anything. What a way to kick off the match. Beautiful triple boom. Immediately. I mean, that part's simple enough, sure, but look at that. Just tossing him a bone. Jockey getting the B-hops through. Oh my God. Lock it down. Okay, in the meantime, been trying to come up with some simple names for A Crown. We're going to go with North, 5, Moon, and Frog. I'm not sure if that's Frog or not. Looks close enough. Smoke pool, charge, Hunter, nothing can get in. Oh my God, are we about to see NPC supremacy? throughout this campaign. It's certainly looking to be that so far. Beautiful take by them. 0.6 getting through. That's going to be it.
Hey, there's a road. Reloading. Guitar here.
Reloading.
Interesting. I'm going to save it for after the hit because it honestly is not relevant. So we'll save for the hit first. Charger, Hunter, Jockey, Spit. Jockey on one end, the other three on the other. They let him a good ways through before they spring the trap. Nice catch by the Jock. That'll be that. Hambone, welcome in. Okay, and as the tank is brought in the hands of Moon. Oh, wow. Look at the approach by NPC. Wow, getting some good chip. They're going for it. And I was wondering if they might just run in here, but I guess they don't want to do that. But this is just a great spot. Kind of, you know, unless you just get like hit down here, and then it's not so great, but typically going to be a solid spot. While we wait for the rock game, the SIs do get cleared in the meantime. Rock's not landing, and with all the SIs dead, they will go ahead and start walking in. I love it. I absolutely love this out of NPC. Look at the chip. And he goes for a rock. I thought he was right there for a smack. Finally, he goes for a rock. But here's the issue. The survivors can literally just walk away. They just walk away. Charge misses. Jockey cleared quickly. Hunter will land, sure. Separation onto Coach with the rock.
Everybody grab a weapon.
And that's going to be that. I was wondering if NPC would try something like that, because I was thinking if you're going to run it forward, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to lie to y'all. Haunted Forest is not my forte, so I always like to be shown what's what by some of these teams. Certainly a creative strategy compared to what we usually see on Haunted Forest. Works out brilliantly. Awkward charge. Awkward hit. And NPC is going to continue on with 85% plus of the bonus left.
I got some ammo right here.
One thing I was going to say, it seems honestly extra irrelevant after all the chaos that we just saw unfold. But I will say 5 for Team A Crown. Is there an orange ping? Must be somewhere middle or West China. It's not every day you see that. Much of the population focused on that East Coast. It's nothing too surprising. I mean, plenty of developed places in Central and Western China, but it always is interesting to see that pop up. Something going on. Okay. Seems like some kind of lag, but they got it straight out. War Turtle says, I would suit A Crown as a player.
Reloading.
Come on, bro. Give him a chance. Oh, man. We are going to have, I guess, one more hit here. Charge tries it. I respect it. Jockey's going to have some fun with it as well. But obviously, the big issue with this hit, the reason why a lot of teams don't really want to go for that hit is because you missed the drop down area. But these survivors are taking it very slow. They should be able to easily get the drop down and get settled into a pretty suitable position. Now, like I said, the spec tools are pretty jank on this server, so I actually can't go in first person cam. So you're just gonna have to deal with it in this dark area. And fortunately, there was nothing that you really needed to see. So that's that. And they lock it in. 14-12 to 133. That's a 1279 point differential. Not exactly the numbers that you want to see there, unless you are an NPC fan, in which case you are very excited. But again, let's watch this tank moment. This is such a sick moment here. It really looked like Moon might be able to get like a double smack in even. But I think that might have just been the visual from, or at least our perspective from where we were watching the tank. Maybe if we were watching overhead on the tank, it would have been a little bit of a different story. But regardless, you know, even if he gets that double smack, I don't know. I really like the play by NPC to run it in here. SIs, you know, they get spawned behind the poles and stuff like that. The charge was close. As you can see, the charge come out right about here. It's a good attempt, but with only one capper landing at a time, Jockey Hunter not covering for each other, and Charger already dead, just weren't really able to help out that tank much. And he went down quick, fast, and in a hurry. So we go to chapter 2.
Everybody up the ladder.
We do have, this is more of what I like to see here at this hit. The Charger Jockey Smoker Spitter. Full threat here at this hit. Just make survivors scared for their lives to push through here. Nicholas is actually going to go for it, and they eventually hop in, but it was a little bit passive for my liking, and NPC will be able to walk up and start clearing it out. %0 taken at that spot. Wow. That's all I can really say about that one. Tank going to be at 56%, so still going to have a few more hits here. 3-1. No spit, but they've got the awning area. Oh my goodness. Aqua with the one-shot skeet. Jockey trying to hop in. Nope. The smoker. Nope. And man, this is a nice match for NPC. Is Aqua Stellaris? I don't think Aqua is Stellaris. I don't even think Stellaris is located in China. Is he? The only reason why I say that is the avatar reminds me of that of Stellaris's. I'm honestly just trying to figure out who these players are, because they're playing out of their minds for me to not really have them on my radar. Like, I know a good number of Chinese teams, and NPC is just going crazy right now, shutting down everything. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think 8 Crown is necessarily the top of the top, but they are getting locked TF down right now as NPC brings in the tank. With 98.9% on Chapter 2 of Haunted Forest, absolutely locking it down. Smoker Charger Boom for 8 Crown, trying to find a way back into this match. They cannot have 2 major losses 2 chapters in a row. There is no Chapter 5 to bail them out. There is a very hefty Chapter 3 and Chapter 4, don't get me wrong. But at some point, hefty is not quite enough. Charge in the tunnel. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Ward Turtle. Our tank here dealing with the car, and I think he's just gonna get AI'd by NPC. Actually, wait, he's still somehow that whole time. I think it was just the freeze maybe But there it is. There's going to be the AI. They do get that smoke clear. Just need to drop down, run into the tunnel, and he is good to go. Yes, but they will have the double boom. We can't... I mean, this is kind of... It's so easy and AI could do it. You know what I mean? Like, this tank right here, it's so easy and AI could do it until he chooses to throw a rock. And now he's not going to be able to do it. But, regardless... You literally just run down a tunnel. You just hold W and die. I think AIing the tank may even just be the strategy there. Maybe that is a strategy. You go in with 4 SIs. Who knows? But regardless, tank is dead. NPC has taken less than 5% overall. That is, they took about 3% from the tank. None of it coming from the tank. Wow.
Stop shooting me.
NPC continues the shutdowns. What can you say? What can you say? I think if you're A crown here, we just YOLO for the quads. You got to, I mean, look at it. You're down 1,500 points after the first chapter. You, oh, not 15, like 1,200. You're threatening. You're being threatened. 1250 bonus. I would love to see them just go for quads. It would be so good for momentum too. If you just happen to land a quad, you're like, oh yeah, we're way better than these guys. Like, who do these guys think they are? We just quadded them. I would love to see them go for it. So far, that has not really been the strat.
Reloading.
You know this shit's gonna get loud.
There's a smoker over here.
We got to turn off.
Here comes Johnny. Jockey army.
Okay. Some damage. NPC bushwhacks their way through the catacombs. And they're going to be aiming to, you know, put a period on this chapter.
Just run. Turn that shit off.
Almost 1,200 bonus.
I cannot believe.
No quads in sight as A Crown deals with another 3-1 with a boom ski doodle. Alright, boom. It's your world. They say, okay, alright, collateral charge. Smoke Hunter both landing for a bit. Yeah. I would have loved to have a spit with that, or maybe even a jockey. But regardless, it is what it is. Not quite a perfect match for NPC, but as close as we would typically get. They go to 3,084 points after 2 chapters. That hurts to say. 1672 locked in on 1 chapter. Chapter 2. And we do have a tank clip here indeed as Frog, I think we'll stick with Frog, tries desperately to get in there. Double boom. He goes AI, like I was saying, I mean, he's got 4.2k HP left, but the other SIs are already dead. And, I mean, where are they going to get spawns anyways? I don't know. I would have liked it. I would have liked something going on there. Oh, no. I have to... Oh, my God. Yeah. Okay. Fortunately, we got plenty of time. Yeah. It's like nothing ever happened. Spitter, Jockey, Charger, Smoker. I want to see the aggression out of NPC here, and indeed you can see the increased aggression already. Whereas A Crown was set up all in here, we've got the Smoke going for an aggressive angle. Charge is ready to drop straight in on him. Spit block is an option. Nice, the pre-charge attempted, going for the ladder, but the spit's still good in the smoke as well. Row, baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. Does somebody need some coffee? Is it too late at night? Are we a little sleepy here? 68.5% bonus remaining after that. I don't know. I was kind of shocked by the smoke situation. I forgot to clip that. I do apologize because that was, I mean, it was a nasty hit, but also what's going on? Oh, Jackie's going to be able to get back in onto row there. Really slow down. Boom, drop in. Love it. The commons clearing is not great. I will say that much. They get caught off on the back line. I love it. NPC, you know, it's just it's kind of adaptation coming out. I mean, obviously, they're kind of feeling themselves, too. That's kind of why I hesitate to say adaptation, but they're just switching it up. Just send it in. You know, you see an opening, just send it in, and everything's landing. The survivors are just magnets for these SIs right now. They got a third of the bonus left before the tank. Keep in mind, NPC surviving the tank with 96% bonus left. So, charge catches row in the spit. Not quite row, but the damage is the same. Spit misses.
Heads up.
I guess I'll take this here machine gun.
Hey, watch out.
Oh man. A Crown a little bit too far away to deal with the scar. And so, I will say, sometimes when I've casted Haunted Forest, we have seen teams take the tank right here, and it's been alright. It's certainly not it's not what we usually see, and that should be the grind out by Aqua. Actually, Car not really cooperating. Gonna opt to throw a rock. I mean, he's not really getting pressured that hard by A Crown. 5100 HP as he gets the car back into play. Two players bleeding out, of course, as well, with no pills. Hey, I love that by Roe. Roe getting in there with the golf club, saying, not if I can't do anything about it. And that will be that. Smoke pool as well. 409 to 3084 with a point difference of 2675 after 2 chapters. That is pretty much the biggest 2 chapter score difference I've ever seen in my life. I don't know about y'all. War Turtle says, seems like A Crown used to play only on vanilla pub servers. Like, look, I don't want to give him the smackdown, but the truth is, I mean, they are getting ran around by NPC right now. It is, it's been rough. They did have some setups, you know, like, hey, A Crown didn't just like YOLO send it in on chapter 2. They waited for the choke point. I would say NPC had a better setup, but look, I mean, they had maybe I'm trying to advocate too hard for them here. Let's go over to chapter 3. This tank gonna be in the hands of North.
Weapons over here.
Yeah. Charger, Hunter, Jockey, Spitter. Alright, let's see what A Crown can do. They've had a tough 2 chapters, don't get me wrong, but we saw some crazy stuff happen on chapter 3 earlier this morning. Could certainly happen here again for North. He's got a Boomer, Charger, and a Smoker. Boomer is being called to go in. Okay. Makes sense. The spawns being blocked both sides. Okay, rolling it in. Smoke pull. Hey! It's a good try. The charge was kind of awkward. Smoke pull again attempted, but Roe will get the clear. And that will be that. Lightning fast tank. Absolutely lasered down by NPC. The smoke pool, the right idea. Not really having any fighting power after that. We head right into the second tank. 98.6% of the bonus for NPC. I feel like we have been dogging on A Crown a bit, but NPC has been playing well. You have to give them that much. I mean, really keeping damage taken to a minimum on their survivor side. Being creative with the SIs, but making those plays work as well. And we've got 5 second tank for A Crown. Chip is great. Again, the charge is kind of awkward. Maybe we can spawn him over here in the safe room, something. The smoke pool is good. Charge follow up, maybe a little bit unnecessary.
Shoot the shit out of that thing.
Half HP, doing what he can. And down he goes. 85.6% of the bonus left for NPC. I thought they maybe even could have made that a no-hittable or a no-hitter as well. That certainly would have been a historic moment. 2 no-hittable tanks on 1 chapter would have been crazy. And from here, without being pressured too much, there's 4 sets of pills. Everybody on permanent health. Everybody chilling. Should be a pretty straightforward end to chapter 3 for NPC. Welcome in, Ravik. You got it, my man. You got it.
Reloading.
Reloading.
It's ready to go.
Reloading.
Let's see if A Crown can't try to end this chapter a little bit more respectfully. Smoker, Charger, Hunter, boom. Hunter hops in. Shut down by Aqua. Charge connecting with the door. They're named A Crown. They should be A Door. Is that something? And we just got a hallway to walk through before we end a chapter and most likely a game as well. Locking it in. Okay, 78.6%. That's going to bring them up to almost 5,000 points. Almost 5,000 points after 3 chapters. 1,908 chapter score. This is crazy. I mean, what are you going to say? What can you say? Truthfully, what can you say other than nice try on the smoke tank smack? It gets avoided. Charger misses. Tank is alone with the jockey trying to hop through, but he gets entoed away. I mean, hey, I did like the idea there, though, right? Like, as my position as endless advocator for Team A Crown, it did look kind of sick there for a moment with the smoke pull until Rose self-cleared it and the jockey got M2'd away. It was looking good for a moment. 409 points for A Crown here. Let's see how many more they can get by the end of the chapter. See if they can survive 2 tanks back-to-back from NPC, which has been ripping them a new one with all due respect. Smoke is dead. Spit, they just run through it. Hunt will land, but quick SMG clear out of Ellis. And boom, dies off last. Man, things like cobwebs and pictures of old men really give me the creeps here at Haunted Forest. They did and this spooky smiling guy. It's really a work of horror. Smoker, jockey, charger, spit, big hit, big scary hit onto A Crown before they can even bring in the tank. You can see they want to bring it in, but they know what's going to happen. The smoke pool, jockey gets cleared. Should be good enough. Maybe can still make something work here. Charge is in, colliding into the spit, double charge with the smoke pool. Where's the tank? Oh man, there he is. That's right, that was the static tank right there. He doesn't get to immediately engage, but he doesn't get chipped for much either. They're just going to send it in again before A Crown can get back into position. Attempting a rock. Nice one. With the jockey carry from Coach into the clears. Where are they? Oh no. Down goes Coach. What is going on? The rock attempt with the common lock as well. Nice try on that one. Oh my goodness, our boy Chi is just popping TF off right now. Charger, Hunter, Smoker. Let's see it on the run back. Smoke pull into the tank smack. Not necessary. They'll get a double cap. The self clear by North. Okay, and he clear. Oh my God, pop off, my boy. Wait, can pick up? Okay, no, we're just gonna chase down this 1000 HP tank. It sure would be unfortunate if you got killed here when you could have picked up your friend, and now he's gonna try to pick him up. Boomer is alive. Oh, I think we're about. Okay. The tank's dead. Tank's dead. But oh, that was still be the wipe. But they killed a tank. They did kill a tank. It's going to be a total difference of 43-42 points. It's kind of hard to keep a straight face while saying that because it's just a number that is insane. Love this hit here by NPC. Just, you know, simple bolt charge, smoke boom. The thing I will say is this was kind of a display of confidence by NPC, because if this hit misses, this attempt, kind of like a pre-hit, I guess, like they let him bring in the tank. If this gets cleared without too much going on, You know, they've got a clean shot on the tank there with his spawn. Spit does impede on that a bit, regardless, but got NPC coming in, 5 points away from a 5K here on Haunted Forest, which is only 4 chapters, and they haven't even played through chapter 4. 3-1 with a boom, Jockey Charger Smoker, Jockey Charger, and a boom. No smoke. Boom is smoke is dead. Boom goes out for 1 charge, sidestep, Jockey hopping through, and he is dead.
Everyone ready for this shit?
All right, just waiting for respawns. Smoker, Charger, Hunter, Spitter. Definitely the potential for a solid hit. But NPC has been so adept at just shutting... I mean, they hear the Hunter and immediately they just start positioning themselves to get pre-chip onto the Hunter straight away. Especially with those SMGs just ready to go.
Reloading.
Reloading. Reloading. I'm a reload.
There's another Hunter spawn. He does get into a 1 boom with the stumble from... Okay, oh, the stumble's just going everywhere there, but ultimately A Crown getting the short end of the stick. And to be honest, my only thought at this point is how many points can NPC find? Can they get 2,000 points with this chapter and make it 7? Can they get 7K on this 4-chapter campaign? Can they get 7K? I'm gonna be honest. That's something I'm thinking about. It's kind of a little mini challenge, side quest for the NPCs. You know, it's not required, but it's fun. Good follow up here by A Crown. Nope, Charger just lasered. 1 boom, smoke pull. A little bit more effective than it should have been, but let's be real, barely any effective at all. 91.9% for NPC. And I mean, we're getting through, right? We are getting pretty far through Haunted Forest Chapter 4. Just got like 1 more climb up area. And then we're pretty much good to go. Awkward hit. They try to cash in charge spit, but unfortunately all they get is a little bit of spit block.
Grabbing the machine gun.
All right, weapons. Reloading.
I mean, they just are defaulting to sending those hunters around the corners, and they're just getting skeeted out. North, running away. Doesn't want to get chipped out while his SIs are dead. Do they want to keep the charge? Sure, I suppose they're going to charge boom. They could sack it into a hunt, jock, smoke. I guess charge is completely fine here as well, but there are definitely some areas for smoke isolation. Maybe into a log play. Of course, these logs are not in-capping logs, but damage is damage, I suppose. Yeah, they are going to... Actually, they're going to keep the charger. They are going to sack the hunter and have a charger smoker jockey. Okay. Oh, the tank is AI. Okay, I neglected to notice that. And that should be pretty simple. Still got the... Oh my god, the double cap lands. Oh my god, the AI tank is going ham mode. Just when I was saying, oh my god, look at the AI tank replay that we're going to have. Oh my god, AI tank MVP. AI dealing more damage than... You know what, I'm not going to finish that thought. And this 7K dream is dead, unfortunately. The AI MVP for sure. I was really going for the side quest. I was hoping it was going to happen. But I don't think it's possible any longer. All thanks to the AI tank MVP. Smoke pool, shut down. That's what, and Wimwas finishes my thought. AI tank gets the most damage in 4 chapters there out of anyone. Okay, trusty spitter. Hello. Yep. All right. Okay. 6,656 for NPC. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Watch back this tank. AI tank magnificence, maleficence, malignance. And the smoke try. Oh my god, they want the try and they get the try as well. Look at this. The jockey carrying down while the smoke carries to the side. Oh my god. Hello. Goodbye. Good game. 18%. Okay. The charge goes all the way up all the staircases. It literally goes all the way up the staircases, plural. And it just catches them. It just catches them. Nice team ski onto the honor. I respect it. Into the quad. Oh my goodness. NPC, dude, NPC is diabolical here. NPC is absolutely diabolical. They say, you know what? We almost got 7,000 points on 4 chapters. We don't want these guys... but you know what? We never want these guys to play Left 4 Dead 2 again. Let's go ahead and lock in the quad on them. I want these MFs to never play the game again. Don't ever log on Left 4 Dead 2 ever again. Don't play the game ever again. Delete it. Delete Steam. You don't need it. There's no reason to play it anymore. You're never going to win, says NPC. With the quad. Literally. Okay. That's that. That's the game. The score 826 to 66-56. That is gonna be that. That was. Oh my goodness. What else is there to say about it? It made me feel existential dread to watch that quad land. NPC was just insane with it. I mean, don't get me wrong, A-Crown not putting up the best fight, but NPC just shutting it down. GG's, short and simple, short and sweet. A delicious, spooky treat this morning with back-to-back Haunted Forest. you can find the other match if you want to watch more matches. Comp Alpha D2 matches that got played this morning. There's one on this VOD. So just click on this VOD and you'll be able to watch that match as well. But I'm going to go ahead and rage y'all out with that. Not much else to say about it. Win by 5,800 points by NPC. As for, I guess we got a little bit more things we could talk about. Aqualax, that match is happening tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, Peru time. 7 p.m. I'm sorry, I think that should be 9 p.m. China time. Outside of that, well, I guess I could do CET as well. That should be like 2 p.m. CET. I'm counting on my fingers. Hold on. Yeah, 2 p.m. CET. Aqualax, Australian Legends versus Big Eagle May on Omnivores. As for other things going on, Babylonia versus Hikori, another World Cup Grand Finale bracket reset. That match happened on Thursday evening in a time. Check out L4D Gamers YouTube page. That should be posted there. It should be posted there soon. If you want to catch that, you definitely want to tune in to that if you missed it. We've also got Ascendance match happening at 7 a.m. tomorrow. That is 1 p.m. CET tomorrow. So I don't know if we're gonna, me and MK are gonna split our streams up to cover both those, but we'll definitely be bringing you full coverage on that. Yeah, Juanito, this was it's a pretty decisive win, if you could say that, for NPC. But yeah, about to head out. I think I'm gonna go back to sleep. This did wake me up though, so we'll see about that. I'm checking out Amateur Cup or Amateur ACI 2, basically Amateur Competitive Invitational 2. Unfortunately, I seem to have missed Teardrop versus Loopy. Oh no, I was looking at last week's schedule. Okay, I was like, oh my god, I just missed Teardrop versus Loopy Family. No, but I did. They must have edited this time because I just missed it. That sucks. But we do still have some ACI 2 matches. At 11 tonight, we should have Rap Stars versus Ethereals. And tomorrow, nope, that's last week as well. And tomorrow morning at 8 a.m, Loopy Family versus the Crew. Don't know if we're going to be able to have coverage of that one. I'll get that one figured out. I think that's everything. Yeah, I've got y'all all caught up. There's nothing else to talk about as far as match scheduling. And I'm going to go ahead and rage all over. I don't know if there's even anyone to raid over. I see a lot of VTubing, which is fine, but not really. You know, I was hoping. I see first time playing L4D2. I don't see any center at all. Okay, GG's. I'm gonna rage all over to I'm gonna send y'all over to a VTuber, an Australian VTuber, because to celebrate Ninja's in Paris victory,
As with our efforts to replace the first aid kit,
because they are both Australian and VTubers.
initial versions of Adrenaline allow
So
players
that's
to
a
run faster
perfect
and perform
combo
certain actions
to raid
faster, such as
into.
reviving other players. But the pills already give 50 temporary health points, which is enough for injured players to run at full speed again.
Peace
So
out.
the Adrenaline needed something extra. We expanded the actions that could be affected by Adrenaline, shortening the time it takes to use health kits, defibrillators, and upgrade packs.